All right, so on Saturday at book club, we all talked about how we were surprised that the author was a man because of how well he captured like Ariel's the way she perceived the world. Because it's a uniquely female, I think, um, experience. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples. So one example, let me see what I got here. I wrote it down. um, and a lot of it has to do with how she perceives men behaving around her. And I'm not sure that men are aware that they're doing this because it's such a part of who they are. I don't know, I'm not saying this well. So, okay, one example. The first example, it comes early in the book. When she goes to the embassy to report that her husband is missing, she meets a guy, a Southern gentleman named Barnes, who is like being nice to her, but he's like, do you want something to drink? Do you like, let me get you a glass of water? Like he's overly polite and like he won't stop with the water. And she's like, I don't want any water. Until finally she's like, okay, I'll take a water. And so then he's all like, oh, good, I got her to take some water. It's what I was supposed to do. I was being a nice Southern gentleman. I got her to take some water. But then he's like, oh, I don't have water. I only have like sparkling water. And she's like, I don't want any water, but okay, sparkling is fine. And then Barnes like feels good about himself because he was able to do something for this woman. But Ariel was like, what I want you to do is find my husband. I don't want your water, but I'll take your water if that will get us to my husband quicker. And I feel like this is such a uniquely female thing, right? Where like you're trying to get something done and the men around you, and maybe it's not just men, I don't want to be hard on men, but I feel like in my experience it's men that are doing this, are like trying to get their agenda first, right? And their agenda is let's make sure that I can give you water and make sure that you are like contained in your, like that everything is fine with you, right? It's on the surface, it's like, oh, he's just being nice. But yeah, but I don't want your water. Okay, I'll take your water if it'll make you happy, right? This is what women do. Okay, fine. If it'll make you happy, I will do that. So the author being able to write that in such a way that was just, yeah, that happens all the time. So, and there's another scene that the author wrote that happens all the time to women. I'm not going to tell you the scene because I want you to read it for yourself, because if I was tracking best scene for my Figgy Awards this year, this would be in the best scene category. So it comes after, so Ariel, it's in a flashback. So it didn't happen in Lisbon, it's in a flashback. The terrible thing that happens to Ariel has happened, and she has confronted the person that did it, the bad guy. She's confronted the bad guy, and he's like, I'm going to pay you a bunch of money to go away, right? Because this is what happens. So she has signed the non-disclosure agreement, so she can't talk about it. She gets the check, goes to the bank, puts the money in the bank, And then she leaves the bank, puts on her sunglasses, and she's out on the street. And immediately is faced with some random dude walking down the street who says something to her. Something like benign, like he's not a threat to her or anything like that, but he just makes the comment like, hey, pretty lady, or, something. I'm not going to tell you this even. And she doesn't react, right? And so then he won't stop. Like, he wants to make sure this woman knows that he thinks she's beautiful, or that she should smile, or, whatever it is that random dudes say to women on the street. So she has like no reaction, right? But he really wants a reaction, right? He wants a thank you, or he wants a smile, or he wants a reaction, like they do. And she doesn't give it to him. So then he turns on her, like they do, and calls her like names because she's ungrateful for his attention, which she didn't want in the first place. Oh my God, this sounds like I'm going on a rant about men, and I'm not. But it was surprising to me that a male author was able to capture all of this just perfectly. So anyway, kudos to Chris Pavone. Like, really, not only the characters being well written, but the plot, the twists and the turns, and not only did the bad guy never see it coming, but the readers never see it coming. I mean, it's good. It's really good. Thanks for watching this video. 2 nights in Lisbon. All right, don't forget to hit the like button, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and that little bell. All right, I'll see you next time.